Hello, Dr. Urban here, and I'm making this video about how to manage chronic disease for that person now and in the future. I want to make an evergreen video because if you have chronic disease, you have a whole constellation of potential problems, and there is evidence now against you that you have chronic disease. So how do you manage that chronic disease? Well, I'm going to give you some ideas, and I just want to set you up with this video, this first video, and begin by saying that chronic disease has been coming on in you for a long period of time. We're just awakening to that fact in American society, and because of the standard American diet, so many more people are going to fall under the effects, the spell, and the results of chronic disease. So how do we look at it? Well, first of all, you need to look at yourself as being composed of five components. There's the physical, there's the mental, there's the emotional, there's the electrical, and then for those who ascribe, there's the spiritual. These five things, they're all interrelated, and because of that, it seems to be complicated, and it is. But let's start out by saying, who are you? You've been overwhelmed, perhaps you're angry, you may even be in denial, but nevertheless, you have this chronic disease, and can you use that chronic disease awareness to your benefit? And how do you do that? Well, you need to see yourself as a healthy person, and there are ways to do that. You need to have healthy habits, and there are ways to do that. And then you need to monitor your results to make sure you're making progress. So where is a place to start? Well, one of the places to start is in the sort of the physical realm. Remember, these are all interconnected. That is to say that mental, emotional, physical, electrical, and spiritual, they're all interrelated. But one important one is diet, because we eat every day and we can't survive long enough without diet. So is there a diet for chronic disease? And yes, I believe there is. But thinking about it, I'm going to tell you at the end of this video what I think is the best diet for chronic disease. However, I want to begin by starting you with good habits. And I believe there is a list of foods that you should eat and a list of foods that you shouldn't eat. It's called the No and Yes list, and it's by Dr. Stephen Gundry, who has a book called The Plant Paradox. But you may not be ready for the Plant Paradox book after all 300 pages. I mean, that sounds kind of complicated. It's a wonderful book. But why not start making success and having success with all these chronic disease issues, which you are an N of 1, so they apply, what applies to you, and it may be you only. So in the description below, I have a link to the yes and no list. So what you do is you do what I did. I read the Gundry book, which you may or may not do, but then I went to the list of yes and no's, and I started eliminating foods I shouldn't eat and doing foods on the yes list. And I had a dramatic change in my chronic illness complex. So that's one of the ways I am managing my chronic disease. So in the link below is the link. This will get you started. More videos are coming. Subscribe to my channel, and let's get started as we reduce our stress. We need a reduced stress diet, and there are ways to do that through the Gundry diet using the yes and no list. So simply started, let's start there.